Welcome back. Today on Real Reviews, we have an 18-volt cordless handheld pool cleaner that was sent to us by Jesimaik. So big thanks to them for sending this out. Now let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we get inside. Well, here we go. A bunch of stuff. Nicely packaged. Here's the bottom piece. It does have like some little sweeper feet on it. Has some wheels for rolling around. Here's the spot where all of the the air suctions through it. That's kind of cool. I don't know how strong this feels. Feels like this could easily crack, so got to be careful with that. Put that off to the side. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have a couple of bags. Here's one. These are the filter bags, I'm assuming. I think they have different like filtration amounts of these bags, so we'll go over that in a minute and see what they are. And I'm also not sure how those go inside of the vacuum. We have here our power brick. Nice little power brick. It is a proprietary brick, so you will need to get another one if you lose it, obviously. We have our instruction manual here. Nice little instruction manual. Everything is in like these little individual bags. I don't really think that's necessary, but I guess that's fine. Here's the handle for your telescopic pole. Actually, this is the handle for the vacuum itself. We have a telescopic pole. And this feels about as good as any of those other pool poles. This is very sharp, obviously. Doesn't feel the greatest quality, but it doesn't feel horrible. It gives a decent reach, I guess. Not too bad. It's definitely not reaching down to my deep end. Then we have the vacuum itself. And here is our vacuum. Very nice. Look at that. Very cool. Little tape over the button here. And there's like a charging port. So there's your charging port right in front of the button. And I don't know if there's any indicator lights or anything on it, but this is what it looks like. I guess that's where the exhaust comes out. So it's like pulling in from here. It's exhausting out there, all the water. I believe that's on both sides. Yes, it is. And then it already has a bag installed. That's how you connect it to your pole or to your handle. So the handle will go on, I guess, like this. There we go. And that's on nice and tight. I mean, that's really, really snug in there. It's not like moving around at all. So that's definitely a good sign. And then this piece just comes apart. It's like folds down like that. Just comes right off. You can easily replace your bag or take it out and clean it. Let's see, how do we get the bag out? It's like a little clip. That's pretty easy. It just comes out nice and easily. So there's your bag. It just kind of just goes in down here at the bottom. Actually goes around at the bottom. So you kind of get it around on both sides. So right there. So it is a little bit tricky to get this on. You have to get this lip right here. This lip around this edge. So it is a little bit tricky. It's not like, definitely not foolproof mechanism here. This is a tough clip-on mechanism. I really don't like this part at all right now. So that is definitely not something that's good. Let's try one of these other bags here. See if it's any easier. And clip it in. You're gonna need like 3 people to clip this bag in. I don't even know. Kind of tricky here, guys. It's like really rubbery and just moves around. But there we go. Yeah, so that's an issue right there. That little bag. So getting it off isn't a problem. It's just putting it back on. It's kind of tough because you do have to take it off because all the dirt and debris is going to be inside the bag. So you're going to have to take it off and probably flip it out like this, shake it all out. And then you're going to want to spray all of this out. You're going to want to spray it probably inside to get all the dirt out from inside the bag. So that is kind of tricky. And I think there is 2 different types of bags here. You have 2 500 mesh bags, and these are for like sand and finer debris. And then you have 2 300 mesh bags just for like leaves and twigs. Okay, so once we have that in, basically take this and kind of the same thing is round here on this side, that, and you just fold this over and it clips. So that's on. And then we have the head right here. It goes on this way. And that just clips on. And that's what it looks like. So there's the head on the vacuum. I mean, it does look like a little vacuum. If you want to just like vacuum your jacuzzi or something, that would be really convenient. And then if you need to vacuum your pool, obviously you're going to put one of the pool poles on it. Like it is nice. It comes with the pole, but the pole is really short. I think it tells you, gives you like a total of like barely over 10 feet. Depth capacity operates effectively. Oh, no, okay. So it operates effectively at all depths up to 10 feet. What they're saying on the box is that it actually operates up to 10 feet, but the actual length of the vacuum all the way down from the tip of the pole to the head of the vacuum is only about 7 feet. So if your pool is deeper than 7 feet, you're definitely going to need a longer extension pole to get down to the bottom. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this thing charged up, see how we charge it. Let me take this pole off actually. So it's pretty easy to do this. Just go ahead and compress these 2 little buttons here and pull it right off. Put our handle back on just to help us grab it and grip it. And that goes on pretty easily right there. Nice. Another thing I wanted to mention about this head right here is that this is just hard plastic. I believe this is going to be very easy to break versus on most of these pool cleaners, the heads are bendable, they're flexible, as you can see right here. And so this is not going to shatter even if you hit it against something, but this does not flex or bend. So if you hit it, it may shatter. And it's also going to be kind of tough to clean corners with it because it can't flex if you're going around a corner. Like this can flex around a corner versus this one will not be able to do that. So that is something that they might want to work on in the future, and getting a more flexible head, kind of like the Pool Blaster has. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in, see if we get any indicator lights that tell us that it's charging. Okay, so here we go. Here's our cable. Now, in order to plug this in, you have to peel this back to the side or pull this back to the side. That should hopefully last a while. And now this seems like it can go in only one way. So it goes in with this little indentation right here, or this little cutout facing towards the bottom of the vacuum like this. Plug it in there. Any indicator lights? Nothing. Only on the actual charger itself. As you can see, the light is green when it is unplugged. As soon as you plug it in, it'll turn red. And once it's done charging, it will turn green once again. They say this only takes an hour and a half to fully charge. So we'll let it charge up to full and then we'll be back to try it out on the pool. Taking a look at the specifications for the Jesimaik 18-volt cordless pool cleaner. For battery and power, it has a runtime of up to 60 minutes, claimed by the manufacturer, with a charge time of only 1.5 hours for a full charge. It does have to have that waterproof charging cover port closed in order to be waterproof, so do keep that in mind. The power source is a 2000 mAh lithium-ion battery and a 40-watt motor. Size and weight, which I did check myself since it does differ from the listed specs. The brush head width is 11.5 inches. The vacuum with handle length is 32.5 inches or 2.7 feet. The telescopic pole length extends from 25.5 inches or 2.2 feet to 59 inches or 4.9 feet. The vacuum plus pole max length is 91.5 inches or 7.6 feet. And the vacuum itself weighs approximately 5 pounds or 2.3 kilograms. Suction flow rate is set to be 18.5 gallons per minute. Its dual head design features an interchangeable brush head for scrubbing stuck-on dirt and a standard vacuum nozzle for loose debris. Filtration system includes 4 reusable filter bags, totaling 2 300 mesh bags for leaves and twigs and 2 500 mesh bags for fine sand and sediment. Additional features: it does have a full bag alert, which includes a built-in red indicator light that warns you when the filter bag is full and needs to be cleaned. It also features a transparent brush head, so you can see the debris being pulled in real time. It has a wide range of use, including above-ground pools, in-ground pools, hot tubs, spas, and jacuzzis. But it does require a minimum water depth of 11.8 inches to operate effectively. As far as pricing goes, this pool vacuum does come in a little pricey, with a current retail price at the time of filming at $154. And even with the available coupon bringing it down to $119.99, it's still right around the same price that you can get a Pool Blaster for, but without the additional filters or the extension pole. So do keep that in mind. So this did just finish charging and it didn't take that long at all. Some of the commenters said it took 5 hours to charge and only lasts for 10 minutes, but didn't really take that long. I think once I plugged it in, it was maybe like a half an hour or so and it was done. So it must have already had pretty good of a charge from the manufacturer. Now, do be careful when you're going to be using this in the pool. Make sure you close this little seal right here, or else it is not waterproof. Just close that up really, really, really well. Make sure that's closed. And this can't even work if it isn't closed. So next thing you're going to do is pull the handle off like this. Get that out of there. And then you're going to actually put your extendable pool pole on. I have a really long one here. Here we go. Get that on there. Now, this pool pole is crazy long. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Let's make it really easy to do this. Probably don't need it quite that long. Just minimize it a little bit. I think that should do. And we do have some debris right there because it did rain a lot yesterday. See, we're going to go ahead and, vacuum up all of that debris down there. You can kind of see it. And so let's go ahead and just turn this on, see what it sounds like. Really quiet, actually. As you can see, not that much sound at all. It's pretty quiet. Really don't recommend to have it on if you're not going to put it in the pool. It may have 2 settings here, though. No, it's just on. One setting is on. That's it. Let's go ahead and try it out. Before I forget, we're going to go ahead and start this stopwatch right here. Since I turned it on, let that go over here. Let's try it out. Does it work? Now I have the fine filter on right now so I can get all the sediment off the bottom. I didn't clean my pool for a couple days just to be able to do this video. So now I gotta do some major scrubbing, guys. So it does seem to be working really well. And you can actually brush the pool with it. That's really nice. How can I get up to the drain here? Now the only thing I don't like is this really rigid head that it has on it because it doesn't bend at all. I kind of wish the head would bend a little bit. So it definitely seems to brush. I can feel like a good brushing going on there. That is really nice. It is working. I want to keep it on for at least 10 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and vacuum a little bit here and then we'll see how it works. Actually, let me pull it out real quick and see what we collected so far. Definitely collected all that fine debris down there. Look at that. Got all that fine debris in there. Let's go ahead and just shake this out real quick. I'll be right back and then we'll try some more. Just the part that I don't like, putting this thing back together. It is tricky because it does have to go all around this edge. It's not really like a strong feel to the way that it's held in here. I prefer like the more rigid ones. But anyhow, this is going to have to work for us for right now. And it does seem to actually pick up quite a lot of debris. Click that in, pop it down, go at it again. So we're going to keep it down now for probably as long as we can. Let's see how long it lasts. Now we did just take maybe like a minute or so to empty that basket out. So we'll subtract that at the end from the timer. Okay guys, it is crazy hot out here. And I've been out here for now 20 minutes. And go ahead and take a look at the timer. Got it going for 20 minutes right now. So let's go ahead and pull this up a little bit here and see what kind of power this thing has because it is still going. I kind of just put it along the edge here and I brushed my pool with another pool brush because this is not really for brushing your entire pool. So I figured I might as well get something accomplished while I was waiting. I just let it sit in the water here running. So let's see how much water is coming out of it right now. See how much actual suction this thing has. It doesn't seem to be blasting out. I think it's full. Let's go ahead and empty it and we'll try it again. Let's see what's inside of it. Oh, that thing is definitely full. Let me get out of here. So here's all the stuff that it caught. So it did catch a lot of the fine debris. It didn't catch all the algae that was in there, but it caught a bunch of the fine debris, as you can see right here. Let's go ahead and rinse this off and then we'll come back and we're gonna try it and see if we get some more suction power. I'll be right back. So we cleaned it out pretty good here. It still have a little bit, but for right now, this is gonna be good enough. Go ahead and put this back in again. And this is the trickiest part about it, just getting this thing situated here. Clip on the bottom, clip on the top. I guess you do kind of get used to it. Pull the bag out like that. You come around this side, you get the bag inside of it. There we go. Oopsie. Nice. So let's see, does it have any more power now? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a lot of water coming out of it. So there you go, guys. It did work for about a little bit over 20 minutes, about 18 minutes or so. And it's still going strong, as you just saw. And it does pick up fine particles. So you want to use the 500 bag if you want to get your fine particles. However, that does cut down a little bit on the suction power. And it doesn't seem to hold like the ultra fine particles like you saw the algae, which is coming right through the bag. But everything else was being held by the bag. So that is really great. So the best thing you want to do is once you're done, just take it outside to the grass, wherever you're going to clean it and open it there rather than just opening it up like right on top of your pool like I did. And then you'll be able to get most of the debris out of it. Another thing to take into consideration is that it's not really designed to brush your entire pool because these little brushes down here are kind of small. You know, obviously that compared to a pool brush. I mean, one is designed to brush your pool for real. The other one is just kind of designed to pick up debris. So don't try to brush your whole pool with it or else you'll just drive yourself crazy. But you can go ahead and pick up your debris, your leaves, whatever you have in the bottom of your pool with it. And it does seem to do a pretty good job. And it lasts a lot longer than I was thinking it was going to last. So I think an hour and a half is more realistic as far as how long it takes to charge it. And it definitely lasts longer than 10 minutes. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to continue to last that long. And I will be trying it out a little bit longer. And if anything happens, I will let you guys know. But as of right now, the suction power seems pretty good. It seems to pick up all the debris. And it seems to last pretty long. The only problem I have, the main problem I have is that transparent head, which I think eventually could crack. You got to be very careful when you're putting it down in your pool. But besides that, I think it's really cool. I really like the way that it looks, and I like the way that it works. I mean, some of these pieces, like the way this connects together, could have probably been a little bit better, but it is functional and it does do the job. And also make sure that you do keep this cover closed, or you will potentially have a problem. So anyhow, guys, I think this 18-volt Jesimaik Cordless Pool Vacuum is pretty cool. I think it works really well. If you are interested in picking it up, I will have a link in the description where you'll be able to get it from. And if you would like to show your support, please be sure to use my links, since anything you purchase does generate a small revenue for the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you never miss another video on Real Reviews. See you guys next time.